Alright, I think I got everything set up. We are good to go. Welcome! Coming back to Final Fantasy, and we are picking up. So on Tuesday we did Final Fantasy 2 because I started it because I had just finished a playthrough of Final Fantasy first one, and now but I had started a run on stream that I never finished, and so now I'd like to work on it a little bit. And so this is basically Oops All Mages. So I had my Discord community control crit vote on different jobs, and I did them in order of preference. And so number one thing that was voted on was Red Mage, followed by White Mage, followed by Black Mage, followed by Thief. And so Thief will eventually become Ninja, which is also a black magic caster. And so we are going to be doing our best to see what we can do with this group. I love this game. It's a great introduction to RPGs in general. I actually did not play this very much. I think I rented it once at a Crown Video way back in the 80s. But my first official RPG that I owned was Final Fantasy 2 in the United States on the Super Nintendo, which would have been Final Fantasy 4, which we will get to on the channel eventually. But for right now, we are going to try to make some progress and see what we can do. That's promising. Somebody's running away right off the bat. I apologize being a few minutes late. Kids went back to school, so we are trying to get a kind of a new normal up and running to see what all do. But my oldest gets out of school and had to get him situated and things like that. So I love the auto battle feature. So, what do we have? Do we have... shout out to another online community, the Dark Wardens, another Discord community that is kind of run by a old friend of mine, and he what's been going on here? But yeah, we just kind of recently reconnected, and he's kind of welcomed me in, and he does streaming. If you like the Assassin's Creed series, definitely check out the Dark Wardens. They will be streaming fairly often. So I was on that page to see how much skill I have. 6K. That is not enough for having all these mages. So we are going to prioritize gear. And then we're just going to do a little bit of grinding today, I think. Alright, so daggers for some. we're gonna go with a dagger and for him, and a saber for him. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna be spending a lot of money on spells. Alright. So we're gonna get alright, so we need 2 of those, 3 of those. Alright, so there we are. Alright, so now everybody is a little bit better protected. Let's see here. So first priority is going to be Fakara. Such a great spell. Okay, so Red Mage can learn all of these, and so we're going to put Fyra and Thundara on Skippy, and then let's check out. Do I have enough money for another spell? I do not. Alright, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 gil in order to progress, in order to get all the spells that we need. And so we're going to do our best to do our duty. Because not only do we need to buy all those spells, but for what's coming up, we also need a boatload of amulets. And so we are going to try and be as efficient about this as possible. 58 gil ain't gonna cut it. We need more money than that. Definitely need more money than that. With these Pixel Perfect remasters, I have been incredibly impressed with the music. It has been so good. Just overwhelmingly pleased with how the sound is. I didn't stay at the end. This is expensive. Alright. Now that Skippy is not going to be eaten by wolves. So this part and this game in general loves to poison. Like everything has poison, and poison doesn't wear off at the end of battle. It just kind of sticks around, but it won't ever kill you. Basically what it will do is reduce you to, if you're not in battle, it will reduce you to 1 hit point, and then you'll go into battle and just be mercilessly murdered. this is the content people come for. Walking around in circles. Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. Don't run away. You need to be exploded. No running! Ambush? Oh, that's bad. So one of the biggest things that's going to be difficult to overcome in this run in particular is going to be lack of armor. Everything is going to kill me, especially as we start to move forward. The good news, the good news, I suppose, is that there will be opportunities to, get some, just deal out some massive amounts of damage, and having a dedicated mage that can enfeeble and buff, being the red mage / red wizard, especially at the higher levels, will be very handy. But the mid game here, the first 2 crystals are going to be difficult. Because basically everything I'm going to do is going to have a timer on it, and that timer is going to be essentially my MP. So MP in this game you don't have a pool of MP. You basically have spell slots, and so as you can see, Black Mage is already out of spell slots for 3rd level for casting that. So I'm going to switch over and have him cast Wizard, so he's just doing some damage. But so battles will take a little bit longer to watch the HP a little bit closer and make sure that everything is okay. But Thief will start putting out some massive damage later on, and him also when he transforms into Ninja. There will be some good opportunities for him to do some enfeebling and all that. So it's exciting. It's exciting. I do enjoy this game. I'm gonna do it on cash. We've just been walking around. See if we can get to 2100 before I need to take a rest, so I can buy 2 spells. Nope, I accidentally crossed into the... Oh, I'm already out of mana for Blizzard too. Come on, give me more Gygus. Now we are using fire. So, just as kind of an aside, I think I mentioned this in the first video I did with for Final Fantasy, is that this game was very heavily influenced by the original Dungeons and Dragons. The 1970s, your red box, Gary Gygax's Dungeons and Dragons. And so a lot of the enemies that we encounter really fall into those, that mythos. And so it's something I find interesting. So you've got wolves, and then warg wolves, and then werewolves are all in the same family. And poisoned Kinji. What's the matter with you? Let's see. Pick up the blankets. Alright, how are we doing? Hey, 2100. Yeah, I'm really close to leveling. Let's go ahead and get another level. The sprite work in this game is really outstanding as well. These are updated sprites and graphics, obviously. It's Pixel Perfect Remaster. And the sprites, I would say, are upscaled to effectively a 16-bit quality, as opposed to the original 8-bit. Definitely, like when you look at some of the details that go into them. But the Red Mage has the best hat. Alright, we just gotta survive this fight. I think most everybody will level. I totally... Ugh. That was close. Okay. Alright, everybody leveled up. Alright. Now we're gonna stay at the end. Alright, let's go and pick up some white magic. One of them, I think, is a very important spell. Alright, so what all can Red Mage learn? Cura, Null Blaze. Alright, so Red Mage is going to get Null Blaze. And White Mage is going to get Heal, which is one of the most used spells. Alright. So now let's annihilate some more. So heal is my AoE cure, and it's very nice to have. Later on I'll get an item, several items actually, that will let me cast heal as an item without using spell slots. That will effectively give me regen. That's in the last act of the game when you start getting your quote unquote magic items. And it's incredibly useful. Because most of the time your choices with White Mage are swing with a weapon, which they're not very good with, or heal. And healing consumes spell slots, and spell slots are always scarce. So it is generally in your best interest to use items as opposed to anything else. But once we have all of our level 3 magic, I'm going to buy some antidotes. I could save up and because in Elfheim you can also buy your level 4 magic. But I am going to get the level 3 magic, and then I'm going to buy some antidotes, and we're going to grind a little bit more, exploring the next dungeon. Punk, punk, punk. Ugh. I mean, at least everybody has triple-digit hit points. Worms are mean business. Also the best payday I can get though. Weak. Fine. What do I again? Buy another black magic. So I am going to get. He's got that one. That one. He's got that one. So we are going to give hold to round out Skippy. We will come back and we're going to get probably Fyra for Red Mage as a multi-target spell that he can use, and ambushed is kind of early in. But that'll give Red Mage, so like when we come across packs and stuff like that, I'll be able to have just that many more multi-target spells I can use. So, because in the upcoming dungeon there will be a lot of undead. There will be a lot of wolves, which beasts are weak to fire. So that's always a good time. Making sure that we have everything that we need. Oh, hey! Welcome to the Control Crit people. I hope you are all having a pleasant day. We are continuing with Final Fantasy 1 with Oops All Mages. And we're having a fantastic episode today where we are grinding. We require so much money. So much money. So we are finishing getting up our level 3 spells, and then we will go and do something more interesting. Sorry I missed the stream earlier. I actually had to work for a living today. But I do hope that your stream went well. If anybody out there really enjoys watching people truly hurt themselves with games, be sure to check out Suffering Circuit on Control Crit's channel. It runs most days, Monday through Friday, and it is the best way to see people cause harm. Oh, what's going on with all those folks? Did I miss some news? I mean, I saw a meme that like Games Workshop was like starting a streaming channel, and nobody cares. Like a premium streaming channel, nobody cares. I mean, that does sound like Games Workshop. Once upon a time, I looked into opening a friendly neighborhood gaming shop of my own, and you basically have kind of two big revenue streams that you could potentially look into. Is one being Warhammer, and the other one being Magic the Gathering, which are two of the highest per unit profit margins that you can really have. So in those stores, and so, but Games Workshop is draconian. Like, if you're going to sell their product, you have like all these rules and things that you have to follow. So that doesn't surprise me in the least, and I'll be interested to see how long it lasts. I mean, for what they charge for paint alone, I mean, they could, like, I don't understand why they have to do that. Yeah, I mean that is an interesting question. You know, it's like, you know, because I don't know. Like, I imagine we're gonna see Sixth Ed probably in another 5 years. I know there's been a lot of debate, but they're really just hitting their stride with Fifth, and the massive popularity at this point. I don't know what Sixth Ed would look like, other than, like, you know, what I would do if they need more. Yeah, if they need more income, I would do like, you know, as a DM and a player, like if they did a reprint of the core rule books, like the DMG, the Player's Handbook, and the Monster Manual, just with like the errata updates, I'd rebuy them. Like, I'm not, like, don't release 6th, just, you know, all the changes that you've made to 5th so far, just reprint it. And that way it's, you know, you'd sell a ton more books. It's like, you know, I know the completionists out there that would just go ahead and, you know, like, yeah, you know, I've already got the alternate covers for all these, but they're reprinting them, and there's some new stuff in here that is also in, you know, several of the other books I know. But hey, you know, I'll go ahead and get the alternate covers for these two. Ogre's whomping the heck out of me. Alright, I think one more fight, and then I'll be able to go and buy the last of my spells. Well, the last of my 3rd level spells. I started buying the 4th level ones. Alright. Alright. Alright, so they have heal, they have null blaze. Ra and Cura. Stay at the end again, because I am always out of MP. Alright, so I think see, like, once I have more money than sense, which will happen eventually, I'll be able to buy ether. Interesting idea of having the different, you know, kind of breaking it into, you know, rules versus flavor. Very interesting. That could be. Alright, so I have 9 spell slots, which means I need 12,500 gil. Yeah, I especially like the idea, and this kind of goes back to what I was saying about, you know, potentially reprint a player's handbook, you know, with kind of the core rules that Tasha's introduced, to have you know, the custom backgrounds and lineages and all that stuff kind of baked in, which is really kind of the direction they're going, I think. But I don't think there's anything I can get to without the Mystic Key here, which is fine. But if we like, you know, if there's a way to do that, I think that would be really encouraging to the player base as a whole. Really, you know, to just get them, you know, fired up about that. And I would also like to see, you know, just kind of spitballing something out there, would be some, you know, rather than having, you know, like descriptions of the planes and stuff like that, like have, back in 3rd edition, there was something called the World Builder's Guidebook that kind of gave you, I think it was even 2nd edition, but it gave you a workable framework of how to kind of design not only your own world, like your own campaign world, but, you know, like the entire cosmology and everything, with, you know, random tables and all kinds of stuff. It was a great book, but they haven't re-released anything to that scale because they want to sell campaign settings. I get it, but, you know, at this point, but at this point, you know, that would just kind of give the budding, you know, Matt Mercers and people of that realm that build these campaign settings and put them up on, you know, drive-through or something like that. It'd give them a framework that would kind of, you know, standardize a lot of it. And, yeah, granted, it would flood the market, but at the same time, I think it'd be, like, I'm all for getting as many people into it as we absolutely can. So, pretty sure that room needs a Mystic Key. But yeah, my campaign setting was used. My campaign setting was initially built using the World Builder's Guidebook, and it really helped me. You know, really helped me wrap my head around. You know, it's you know, okay, well, you know, I need a town. You know, what kind of services does this town have? Stuff like that. Like, there's a whole section just devoted on making like a thieves guild that is in the town, and I still use that thieves guild to this day. It's been 20 years that I've been doing this, and the thieves guild with the does it? I thought I fixed that. It sure does. I can fix that real quick. There. That should be fixed. I love this dungeon. It's a hole in the ground. It fix. Alright, so one thing about this game that is absolutely amazing is that the difficulty of this game ramps up so much. So much. Like, you know, I've been walking around, I've been auto-fighting with mages, basically everything I've come across. Like, I'm going to be just poking around this top floor, basically. Because I'm getting my ass beat. Well, maybe not from these, because I have Dia-Ra! Really? Really? Paralyzed? Everything in here will either paralyze or poison you. It is terrible. Oh, my day's been great. I had to actually work for a living today, so there's that. But just keeping up with everything. Kids went back to school yesterday, so trying to get into the groove of the new normal, and just making sure we're going to be ordering pizza here pretty soon. It's a Thursday night tradition at the Kinji household. So these are. I wonder if I should be doing this since I can. Did you forget to pick somebody up? Yeah. Yeah, you guys went back a little bit before we did. Which is, like there's, people going back at all kinds of weird times. Which, there's nothing wrong with that, but she's got Taekwondo. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's on my list to do this weekend. Is we're trying to get my youngest involved into drum lessons. He wants so in 6th grade in our school district, like you have to either do choir or orchestra or band, and so we're trying to help him choose something that he would want to do, and he thinks he'd want to do band, and if he's going to do band, he'd like to do the drums. So we're going to try and get him into some private lessons early so we can see if it's what he actually wants to do. Hey, there's some money. Yeah, no, it's I can get it. It's like he's really sensitive about sensory things, so I can understand why he might be really attracted to the drums, because it gives that kind of that impactful feedback. So I think that's great. And I'm an old school rocker, so yeah. Anything I can do to encourage more loudness, I think is great. Yeah, right. All right. Successfully cleared the first treasure floor. And no one is worse for wear. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. We're gonna go ahead and hit a heal. will see you in a minute then. Let's see if I can make it out of here without dying. Everything's on fire! There we go. I'm surprised I haven't been poisoned as much. I'll get this heal off at some point. Maybe not. Made it out, so we are going to save just in case something tragic happens on the way back to the town. Something like this! Good, everybody getting some more HP. That's what I need to see. Lots and lots of HP, guys. We're all super squishy. Someday I'll get this heal off. Just gonna keep getting snip-snapped. Hey, heal gun off. Nobody's in the red anymore. Huzzah. Alright. Stay at the end. Alright. So I have a little bit of money. So we need to buy... Oof. Okay. So we're gonna buy 2 of those. 6 of these. 10 of those. And 10 of these. Alright. I don't want to say I wasted all that money because I really didn't, but I did not use that money for spells. Let's see. Try and save as much MP as I absolutely can. Ah. Got a couple Phoenix Downs, that's good. In case terrible things happen. As they are wont to do. So I cleared that out, so now we're headed down. Gray users are weak to physical attacks. Alright. So all three of those. Green slimes, however, are weak to magic. And they only have like 20-something hit points. Quick break in the action. I'm gonna do a quick order. So we need one of those. Okay. Almost there, almost there. I apologize. Got it. Alright. Alright, now I'm back. Sorry, had to be distracted for a minute. Hey man, what's going on? I hope you are having a lovely evening. Spiders. How are you doing on getting your streaming stuff fixed? You mentioned earlier today that you thought it might be a driver issue. And that's really bizarre. Like, I wonder if I wonder what changed. Like, I get that stuff updates all the time and stuff breaks all the time, but still, it's just never good. But yeah, so welcome. Since I don't know if you popped in on me before, we are continuing with the Oops All Mages run, where because like this is the run that I did start on stream, and but yeah, I didn't get back to streaming it, and then life intervened and stuff like that. But I'm trying to stick to schedule and stuff. So doing short streams a couple times a week, and I thought I'd pop in and do this. So I'm doing Final Fantasy II on Tuesdays and Final Fantasy Original on Thursdays. Poisoned. If I go through this as quick as I think I can, then I'll be playing Final Fantasy 1 probably for 6 weeks or so. Not terribly long. It's not a long game. It's a good game, not a long game. I am, and the music is great. I'm talking over it all the time, but these Pixel Perfect remasters, I highly recommend them. If nothing, just for the music. I mean, just wait till it's a broadsword. I have a broadsword. Okay. Just wait till we come across like a boss or something like that. The music is so good. Awesome. Yeah, I just went and all base setup. It is going. I mean, we're still very early. Like, this setup will be ridiculously powerful later, but it basically gives me a running clock on any dungeon I'm in. Because it doesn't use, like, MP. It uses, like, effectively spell levels. Yeah, it's like, even though you can buy ether, the ether is kind of funny, you know, that, yeah, so it restores, so when you use an ether, it restores one use of each level of spell. And so, like, I've got, and the higher you get up in the game, the less you use the lower level spells. So, dry ether is okay, it's just very rare and hard to get a hold of. So, but that restores, I think, 5 of each level. Great. Yes, targeting is fixed, so you can just select your main target. If that target dies, it'll move to the next valid target, etc. They did a lot in this game, and all of it, like this right here, a built-in mini map, is incredibly useful. I've used it a lot, so. I want to get this heal off because everybody except Controllers in a bad way. I mean, not a bad way, it's just a little too sweet, but there we go. They also have, like, over in the bottom right, you can see where they have the, it shows what the last action they did was, and that's used for the auto battle feature. I forgot. It's the last one. With the auto battle feature, it just, you know, puts in, like, you know, so right now everybody says the last thing they did was attack. If I just hit Q, it just, you know, says, okay, everybody just attack until it stopped. Which I need to get your stuff together, Red Mage. Dang it, Kinji. Oh, now we're gonna. That tracks. That's okay. That's why I bought a ton of potions. Oh, gargoyles. Money. Welcome back, Sean. I hope the Luca has been fed. I was able. I have summoned the... I've performed the Eldritch Rite to summon the Pizza Man. Is this it? Potion. A cottage! That'll be useful. Yeah, Thursday nights are pizza nights at the, at our household. And it's been a long-standing tradition, primarily because that's the night that, during most of the year, my wife has engagements all day, and so it just kind of started off that, you know, okay, on Thursdays we, you know, we're not going to cook dinner. We just, you know, we're gonna make pizza or order pizza, and it'll be easy. And now it's like the kids get suspicious if we don't have pizza on Thursday. Yeah, basically. I'm trying to mentally prepare myself because I have been summoned to the office for meetings tomorrow. Normally I work from home, but we've got a VIP coming in from our corporate office, and so I get to go down and shake hands and make nice with people. Hop in there. So next level down. So that's the Pisca demons. Those are all behind the master. So, the mystic key. Yeah. Kitchi, you've got this one. Really is. Like, just the guitar, like the guitar alone is just so good. It's a potion. Why do you hit so hard? I have got 2 people. 2 over 200 hit points. Alright. Let's kill these guys. Alright, so this is the boss. We are... Okay. It's not much. Heal everybody up. This is not gonna go well. I should go back to town. Pisca demons! Okay. That is priority. I need to make sure you survive. Try and blind everybody. God, they hit so hard. Oh, stop it! Nobody? Thanks. Nobody? Thanks. Man, you are about to die. Yep. Rampage now! Okay. Items. Now try and get him on his feet. You drink that. You attack that person. Drink that. Actually, attack. Of course. That's okay, I mean, that just means I didn't hit somebody else. Alright, so we got the crown. Step 1. Alright. Use another one of these expensive ass things. Okay. Nice. Guess what, guys? We're just gonna beat up Red Mage. That sounds about right. Still working on episode 6 of 21XX. Might actually make it out of here. I didn't think I would without little force spells, but just dumping money on some items wasn't a bad idea. Just how many times do I have to revive Red Mage? It's gonna be the patron saint of this run is a dead Red Mage. Nope, other one. Hey. I wonder if Dia will kill these guys. Let's find out. I'll kill one of them. Almost out of here, let me out. Ambushed. Go ahead, poison everybody. No, you want to. Remember, kids, the only truly adult beverage is water. Oh, I made it out. You don't avoid that. Yes? Pizza should be here very soon.
Huh?
Pizza should be here very soon.
Here, love you, Dad.
There you go.
Oh yeah, Mom texted you to ask.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too. You can still respond if you want.
Okay. All right. Yeah. He is just all around adorable. He is an amazing kid. I am a very lucky person. On many levels, but that being one of them. Yeah, we're just gonna have you attack, you do the thing, and welcome back, Jason. Hope you'll be streaming soon. I've got about 30 minutes left on mine, so then I've got to do my adulting. Alright. So we're actually going to go back to town before we go and turn in the thing, because I want my level 4, a couple level 4 spells before I take on the Dark Elf. Scorpions. I'm telling you, the mascot of this run is Dead Red Mage. Mascot of Final Fantasy II is the cursed balloon. Mascot of this run is Dead Red Mage. That's true. Like, I've seen so with like FF9 you can turn off random encounters, but it is so heavily dependent on them. But I guess it's like, you know, if you can turn them on, do your grinding, and then turn it off and go and do all your story stuff and not be interrupted. I'll find out, I presume, because I'm planning on going all the way to 16 once it gets out. So please look forward to it. But yeah, and and definitely like FF8, it was an interesting mechanic because of the responsive enemies, and so yeah, have fun with the 13 trilogy. Yeah, I actually like 13 is like if you sit down and just watch somebody play it, it's actually kind of a cool narrative story. So I'm like, it'll be fine. You need that. You need that. And then we'll get more. Can I stay at the end? I think so. Everybody seems to be full health. But with it, you know, so in 8, talking about no encounters, you know, so you can learn the no encounter ability from Diablos, and but you know, since the enemies are always an average of your party level, it can, like, and that includes bosses, it can make a lot of sense to turn off encounters and be as low a level as you absolutely can to engage with different enemies. And so and you know, certain enemies, like, you know, like with the draw mechanics, like there's certain things that you can miss if you quote unquote over level. So yeah, it can be it can be interesting, and I can see why they did a lot of those things. Yeah, a level 1 run. Yeah, it's I don't know how you could do, because like, you know, it takes a while to actually learn the no encounter ability, but it's definitely a interesting way to play the game. Like, you know, going and fighting the final boss when you're only like level 25. You know, I'm a grinder, and so, you know, it's like, no, I'll be level 99. It's fine. I just get my face caved in. Alright. You fools fell right into my trap. I am Astos, king of the Dark Elves. You were fooled by a simple illusion. Fun fact: the Astos as a boss reappears in a few different Final Fantasy games. Always, always kind of a trickster, like, you know, usually fooling the party in some way. But it is interesting. So, the whole reason we have to beat Astos is we have to kill Astos to get the Crystal Eye back, so we can give the Crystal Eye to Montoya, who will then give us the thing to wake up the Elf Prince. And I am not playing with you today, sir. I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna try once. Sure, lead with that. Alright. don't need to use. Just focus. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see if that helps. Now we start to nuke. Montoya is a great character in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, everybody? And they all just woke up. Alright. Oh, this is gonna hurt! Basically just setting up Thief. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Fine. That could have been worse. I'm gonna just do that again. Hey, not bad. That's probably going to be our default way of doing things for most of this run. Is going to be buff, 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 and just then slaughter things with Thief. Alright, well thanks for stopping in, sir. We will... I'll probably stop into yours here in a little bit, after I get family situated and stuff. But, yeah, enjoy your evening in case I don't talk to you. Yeah. It is pizza time. So probably for the rest of the stream today, what we're going to get done is we're going to take a nap and then sail back across the sea here, return the Crystal Eye, and then come back here and get the Mystic Key, and then kind of travel around a little bit and pick up some treasures. And for the rest of the time we got. How much did I pick up money? Oh yeah, I can buy 2 more spells. Sweet. Alright, so... Null Frost. And you are going to learn one of the most important spells you will ever learn. No, the graves. So there is one. So almost all the gravestones, they're all interactable, and they all say it's a gravestone, except for this one. Here lies Link. It's like, all right. Bold move throwing that kind of shade, but I understand. Yeah, there's a war you don't want to get caught up in, which is more popular, Final Fantasy or Legend of Zelda, because fans on both sides are going to be just absolutely rabid. Rabid. I've got Thundara now. You are all in trouble. Boom! Hey, Red Mage is almost 200 hit points. It is super effective. Under the bridge. Alright. Latoya. I've got your eye. He's just so vulnerable. Ouch. I do have a long way to go for the class ups. So class ups occur in between the fire crystal and the water crystal. So you do the first two crystals, and then you class up, and then you do the second two crystals. So, and I haven't on this run. I haven't even done the first one yet. But once I get the Mystic Key and go around and do all the things that the Mystic Key needs me to do, I'll be able to get some dwarves to blow a hole in the thing so my ship's not trapped in this little sea, and I'll be able to head to the first crystal dungeon. The first part of this game is just a very elaborate fetch quest. But then again, I suppose most Final Fantasy games are very elaborate fetch quests. It's kind of a sad realization. Yeah, but I mean, they still are. Like, if you really think about, even, Final Fantasy 15, yeah. Final Fantasy 15, you spend half the game trying to find, a source of power against the Empire. And so you could kind of, it's basically a MacGuffin quest. sleep every time I go across that sea. Oh. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. Like, but you know, I've got to spend so much money on other stuff. But it'll get better. It'll get better, especially once I get the healing staff. That'll be the best. Because then I'll basically have regen on, and I won't have to. I won't be spending MP on it. So. Alright. Let's wake this dude up. Hey, look, it's me, the Warriors of Legend. Yeah, it's just from the other side of the lake. It's fine. I will try it at once. Am I still dreaming? You're the legendary warriors. Something tells me I'm not dreaming. I shall heed the legend as it was told to me by my forefathers. The mystic key shall pass to its rightful owners. That is a suspiciously specific legend. It's like, hey, we've got this old key. Someday, 4 people are going to show up. Give them the key. And then what will happen? That's the legend. Why? Well, first off, like, why are we going around randomly locking doors with this all over the country? All over the world, we are locking doors with this key. Wait, where is the... How do I get over there? Right. This way. Right? Good grief. Alright. A mithril hammer, 800 gil, 700 gil, and bronze gloves. Alright, so you are good. You are good. I don't think anybody can use those bronze gloves. Okay. Alright. So where do we want to go first? Given the amount of time we have, we're going to go to the... We're going to go up here. No, we're not going to go back to Cornelia just yet, because I want to get the chests that are on this side of the lake first before I go back to Cornelia to get the blast powder and go up to the Chaos Shrine and grab a couple of chests in there too before I go into the dwarves and help them blow up stuff. And also, a thing that's like a real big game changer in this is walking diagonally. Now the white mage has that mithril hammer, and Oroc's like one of my best physical damage dealers. At least until I get the next weapon for that mage. Alright. I've got to go this way. Monsters! Look at there! Thief is like, I can swing a sword! Everybody else is like, ooh. Don't worry, Thief, you'll get there eventually. And there's the weapon for you. More monsters! Mummies! The Power Staff. More monsters! More mummies! Alrighty. Steel gloves. I don't know if anybody can use those. Nope. Tank gear. What can you do? Alright. Well, I'm going to be walking down here and I'll go ahead and say this is probably about where we are going to leave it off for this episode. And want to thank everybody that hung out and was able to tune in for a little while. And we'll be picking up with Final Fantasy Oops All Mages next Thursday, 4 o'clock Central, hopefully, provided we can get going. I'll be doing Final Fantasy 2, and I'll be doing that on Tuesday. So that will be at least until I finish Final Fantasy 1. That'll be kind of what we're doing. I haven't decided if I'll switch to 3 on Thursdays or if I'll just finish my playthrough of 2, because 2 is almost 3 times the game that this one is. And if you've enjoyed this, take a look at my socials on my page, and you can always come hang out this show. Thank you so much, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'm going to finish this fight and save it off and finalize everything. I hope everybody has a good one.